Alright, first shout out to Jim in the Chicago Bears hat. Don't remember if I gave him a shout out. That one day I worked at Orleans last week, he was there. This video, all food related. So, a viewer, sticking with the Orleans theme, a viewer I met over the summer at Orleans suggested a pizza place downtown. I'm not downtown very much. I intended on going here. Finally, 4 months later or something, went. So 2 days ago for me, right now it's Sunday. 2 days ago, I went to Yukon Pizza. It's like a mile or something from Golden Nugget. Let's flash it back to the footage from that day and then bring it back here. Yukon Pizza, right there, 1130 East Charleston in the downtown area. I've been in already, but doing the outro now. Didn't want to film in there, took a few pictures. I'll show you the pictures, then I'll eat the pizza out here. Here are the pictures. Not many of them, but here they are. All right, inside Yukon Pizza, took some pictures while I was in there waiting. First, the wood oven, awesome. There was someone sitting like directly head on with it, so I was sitting where I could, a little off to the side, but still pretty good picture. Saw when they put my pizza together, sausage and kale. There it was. Happy that they set it down right there on the counter and I could get a great picture of it. Then that is my pizza in the oven. Don't know if they were going for this. You could see how thick the crust is. It was very thick, very soft, and enjoy just watching it go from raw to cooked. And it felt like about 3 minutes. And then you'll see a video of me outside eating the pizza, but here's a nice picture I took. So this is the finished product. Nice char on the crust, still unbelievably soft crust, and some sauces on top of the sausage and the kale. Curious what the temperature was. I was sitting fairly close to the pizza oven while I was waiting. Felt hotter than Aria. I'm not quite as close to the pizza oven at Moneyline in Aria. They keep it at 550, so I was curious. It got real busy when I was about to ask, so I didn't want to bother them, but whatever. I don't know, but I was curious. Cheese slice, between 12 and 3 every day. There's a special, you can get this in a soda for $5. I ditched the soda, just got the cheese slice. And the kale and sausage mini. Some don't have slices, so this you could get the mini or like the full. I got the mini. It was $15. Sausage and kale. All right, to wrap up the pizza, I left. You've seen the video with the old Las Vegas Mormon Fort State Park piece. I left pizza and went there. It was like a mile away. I planned on filming in that parking lot, wrapping up the pizza, and there wasn't nearly as much time as I thought I would have before the place closed, so I just went in and started looking around. So now, much later at night, it's dark out, wrapping up the pizza. The cheese slice, it was all right. It was average. It's a good deal if you're in town if you're in the area between 12 and 3 and you want the soda. Yeah, cheese slice and soda for $5 is a great deal. But yeah, I would look towards the specialty pizzas. There weren't a lot that were by the slice, so I got the sausage and kale, and it was, you forgot what it looked like, and it was like a small pie. There were 2 sizes of pies. This was like a personal pizza size, and yeah, it was good. I don't know if they were going for this. That was like the lightest, softest crust I've ever had in my life. So I was sitting close to the pizza oven watching the girl cook a lot of pizzas before mine, just because I was interested in the technique. None of the other crust came out like that. I don't know if they were trying for it or like it just happened that way by chance on mine, but that was like a really thick, really airy, soft crust. And yeah, it was, I meant to time it, and like I looked away and all of a sudden my pizza was in there, so I didn't get to time it. Felt like about 3 minutes. Yeah, don't know the temperature or the time exactly, but I would definitely go there for a specialty pie, especially if you have a few people, and maybe get a 2 or 3 or like 4 of the smaller sizes and split them or something, so you can taste a bunch of them. That's gonna wrap up the pizza. Thanks to the viewer I met over the summer at Orleans who recommended it. You can see the sign from the street. You know, there's one of those like tall signs that has the name of a lot of the restaurants and other businesses in the shopping center. You have to go like all the way to the back to actually find it, but 1130 East Charleston, Yukon Pizza. All right, back from the pizza place. This picture just wanted to show you. I'm not eating it tonight. I ate this the last cheeseburger day we had. Cheeseburger and hot dog day. They used to have chicken tenders also. I haven't seen the chicken tenders in a long time. Cheeseburgers and hot dogs. Forgot to put the pickles on the hot dogs. I knew I was forgetting something. Also, I ate more than this. That was just the most I could fit on the first plate. So there you go, cheeseburgers and hot dogs. But today, we're trying again. Today is the second of 2 gyro days in the EDR. That's why I'm gonna get there like an hour early. I don't need to be rushed while I eat. thought about actually stopping and buying hummus on the way in, because they're gonna have pita bread. It'd be nice to have hummus also, but I didn't do that. There actually was a day last week they had hummus, which was rare, and it was odd because there was nothing else Greek or Mediterranean, like nothing to eat it with. Sometimes there's bread, sometimes celery sticks, sometimes carrot sticks. They had none of those things that day, so it's like they were just taunting us with the hummus. Found some croutons. So, all right. I'm short of that. I was just eating it plain, but I wanted the hummus. I don't know, there's an outside chance they might have it today, but they definitely have the meat and the pita bread. That's what the calendar says. So the fact that they have it is the highlight. I'm not expecting it to be the best gyro ever, but I haven't had them in so long. I'm excited just to have them. It's like when they have paella. It's not particularly good paella, but the fact that they have it is pretty cool. And I don't have paella much, so actually thinking about stopping into the CVS right here, seeing if they have hummus. Outside chance, but I'll let you know what I do. Alright, I stopped in there. I didn't see any hummus. They had cream cheese. Not a ton of refrigerated sections. Most of the refrigerated sections have drinks or pre-made sandwiches. Didn't see any hummus, so it's moot at this point. But take some pictures when I go in, and I'll let you know what happened during my shift. Sunday shift at Planet Hollywood, upcoming.
I wonder.
Absolutely hate these people, by the way. It's an entire band on the street. I don't like when there's one person playing the saxophone as loud as you can possibly play it, trying to make you go deaf. There's an entire band now, and they're here all the time. The governor, the mayor, whoever could do something about this. If you do nothing else while you're in office, is there anyone who likes these street performers? I don't know. I imagine a few people walk by and for like 3 seconds, they're okay with it. Can't imagine anyone really looks forward to it. You just get rid of all of them. Get rid of the homeless people on the strip, get rid of the street performers. For one, a lot of them are just trying to make you go deaf. I even cover my ears when I walk by a lot of them, and it's still shockingly loud. Alright, I don't recommend this, but I'm doing it. Also, that band, people actually stop and listen, and sometimes you literally can't walk through the sidewalk because there's so many people, the band, and all the people dancing to the band. It's gotten pretty sad, but my favorite people are the people who quote scripture, because they don't beg you for money and they often don't have a microphone. It's just like 1 or 2 people. They don't take up a lot of space. Those, to me, are the least offensive people on the strip now. But if you could just get rid of all of them, arrest them, cite them, give them tickets, do something such that they never come back, I would be a huge fan. Shout out to Jared. He asked me where else I worked. This happens sometimes. Says I look familiar. I rarely say it's probably YouTube, but that's probably where it was. But I told him I work at Orleans sometimes, so I think he's seen the videos. And like my last 3 hands or so at the table for the night, Andrew was at the table and he was talking about the videos. Shout out to Andrew. And oh, so they didn't have gyros again, just like 15 days ago. It's ridiculous. All right, so here's what I had. I was like so out of sorts when I saw it for the second time. I was being taunted by seeing gyros on the menu and them not being there. Just put a little of everything on my plate: rice, cheese, a pork chop, Cajun pollock, which did not look Cajun, nor did it taste Cajun. In the cup there, they had hummus, taunting me on a second level. Not just that, they told me it was gonna be there and it wasn't. They had hummus. It's like, why would you have hummus and not have it be gyro day? So I had hummus and croutons in that cup. All right, whatever. Taking matters into my own hand now, because at the end of this aisle here in the shops outside Bally's is the shawarma place. Heard about it, it's popular, only heard good things about it. I think it helps that it's a rare place that stays open very late. You walk by and see a huge line, and it's probably that place, not the pizza place right next to it. But ordered a gyro, beef and lamb. There was no just beef, there was no just lamb. I feel like this is the most traditional thing I could get, so I'm done being taunted by the calendar, menu, people. Just bought a gyro, so I will eat it while I'm walking back to my car, and that will be a wrap on the food day. Oh, one treat at the end, another food picture. Get ready for this one. All right, before I get into this gyro, Oh, remember when I was in Reno? I gave Roxanne a shout out. You give Roxanne a shout out and then you get some peppers from the garden. Anyway, this is huge, by the way. Haven't bitten it yet. There we go. I got it just with lettuce and onion. The cashier gave me a look like that was a very odd order. And I got the white sauce. Tzatziki, T-Z-A-T-Z-I-K-I, something like that. So yeah, gonna eat this. Before I eat this, I will show you the last food thing. I was walking through Cosmo yesterday, and if you ever want to pay $120 for mozzarella cheese, Cosmo is your place. My cousin asked me, how much of the 120 do I think is going towards the performance of them making it before your eyes? I said 55 of the 120 is for the performance. My cousin said 45. My brother said 70. So leave in the comments how much of the $120 is for the performance as opposed to for the actual foods that you'll get for ordering the $120 mozzarella cheese at Super Frico in Cosmo. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and give you a review after a few bites. All right, it's good. You know, I just realized I don't have a lot to compare it to. Haven't had one in a very long time, but it's good. The good thing about this, yeah, I had to pay for this, and it was only one, but it's high quality. If I got them at work, they would have been free. I could have had 8 if I felt like it. Yeah, they would have been right there and convenient, but probably not the quality that this is by any means. So there you go. What is it called? Like it's Istanbul shawarma or something like that. It's in the shops outside in front of Bally's. So yeah, they're open very late. This cost $16.20, tax included. So there you go. Burgers, hot dogs, gyros, mozzarella cheese, pizza from Yukon Pizza. That started the video. All right, video's done. I'm gonna eat the rest of this, and it's pretty messy. They do offer a wrap, which would be similar, but cleaner. If you're gonna eat it on the go or do something after. Good for me, I'm just going back to the address, so I could get as messy as I want eating this, but there you go, video's done. And remember, rice is a spoon food.